How many times do we have to say "we told you so" before people in Hollywood finally start getting the hint? If you take something that's beloved, a franchise, an IP, and you decide to bastardize it in the sake of identity politics, if you decide to change something that people inherently love about a character, it's not going to work out well for you. And what do you know? Lightyear, in its first weekend at the box office, is a complete and total flop for Disney. Disney's Lightyear flops at the box office following Chris Evans' comments on the same-sex kiss scene. We have seen this playbook over and over again from Disney. Take something that people care about, inherently change it, like instead of having the voice of Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, using Chris Evans. And I think we all understand why it wasn't Tim Allen. We all know that Tim Allen's politics probably had a large part to play in why Disney wanted Chris Evans to voice Buzz Lightyear instead. It doesn't matter that so many people love Tim Allen. It doesn't matter that he is the voice of Buzz Lightyear. No, it has to be Chris Evans. And while we're doing that, we're going to insert identity politics into this movie. Disney, who has admitted they have a not-so-secret gay agenda, decided that they were going to put this same-sex kiss scene back into the movie after the backlash to the Florida bill that we've talked about so many times. How did that work out for them? Well, if you see here, even though it was projected upwards of $80 million the first weekend at the box office domestically, it only got $50 million, barely beating out Top Gun Maverick. What is this, the fourth or fifth week or something for Top Gun Maverick? And Lightyear barely passed it. And here's the kicker. It's going to be less than Top Gun Maverick by next week. That is virtually a guarantee at this point. Could not knock out Jurassic World Dominion from the top spot as so many people expected it to. Maybe it's because the person that you cast as Buzz Lightyear, the person who's the voice of Buzz Lightyear now, decided to promote the movie by attacking the fans once again. Chris Evans calls critics of Lightyear's gay kiss idiots as his film is banned in the Middle East. This is the same playbook they have been using over and over again. It's almost like when you inherently change these franchises and then attack the fan base, it won't work out well for you. Perhaps calling critics of a movie idiots who are going to die off like dinosaurs wasn't the best strategy to get families to watch the latest entry in the Toy Story franchise. Disney's latest film made its way to theaters this weekend, and the result can only be described as disappointing. The spin-off collected a lackluster $51 million domestically and only $84 million from the worldwide box office. And it may have flopped worse worldwide than it did domestically. You look at this in the UK, it's still Jurassic World and then Top Gun and then Lightyear. It couldn't beat out Top Gun. That's how much people are rejecting this movie. Now, I love Top Gun. I told you how much I love Top Gun. I think it crossed around $900 million worldwide, or at least is going to tomorrow, somewhere around there. Massive, massive numbers. But it's also in like its fourth or fifth week of release or something like that. It's embarrassing that Lightyear is having trouble competing with this movie at this point. The film failed to dethrone Jurassic World Dominion. Earlier this week, insiders expected the Disney film to generate $80 million. But after a disappointing Thursday preview, those projections plummeted, and by Saturday it settled in at $51 million from North America. The result is considered a major drop-off from Toy Story 4, which did $120 million in its opening weekend at the US back in 2019. That film went on to gross over $1 billion worldwide. People are going to try to use the pandemic as an excuse. They're going to try to do anything they can to excuse away the failure of this movie. But you sit there and look. Toy Story 4, 2019, $120 million opening weekend in the US. This is less than half of that. And it's pretty easy to understand why. You replace the voice actor of Buzz Lightyear, who is beloved as Tim Allen. You instead replace him with woke Chris Evans, who goes out and attacks fans. You insert identity politics into this movie where it had absolutely no place. And now you're going to sit there and you're going to once again blame the fans for your mistakes. This movie cost $200 million to make. That means it needs to make at least, at a minimum, $500 million to break even. That is now going to be a struggle for the movie Lightyear. But honestly, I don't know who's feeling too bad for Disney. They have made their bed. They have done this time and time again. And it looks like once again, we may be looking at a massive, big budget flop from Disney. This is what happens when you focus on identity politics and virtue signaling ahead of what the fans want. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my PO box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.